In this video, I'll be talking about which autoresponder you should use in your email marketing and the reasons why I think what I do about each one of them. If you're new to my channel, my name is Cliff, and I try to help you build your affiliate business. And yeah, that's pretty much this in a nutshell. And this is part of my email marketing playlist. Email marketing goes hand in hand with affiliate marketing, and it can also help grow your profits as well. So I will have a link in this video description, which can set you on the right path if you're interested in learning more about affiliate marketing and email marketing and everything like that. And they'll help you grow and expand your horizons and get you to a better place in your business. So, yeah, with that said, if you like what you see here, feel free to subscribe and like and all that fun stuff. And with that said, let's just dive right into this. So I'm going to be covering the main two autoresponders that pretty much everybody talks about, which are going to be Aweber and GetResponse. And I've used both of them multiple times. I've switched back and forth off and on for years. I've also used other things like SendLane in the past. I've used SendEagle, which I know is Matt Basak's email marketing program. And I think right now I'm primarily with GetResponse, but I'll talk more about, like I said, Aweber and GetResponse both. So I've got a few notes here that I'm going to kind of be looking at. So we'll start with Aweber. First of all, Aweber is a bit more expensive than GetResponse. I think Aweber is currently at $19 for, I think, up to 500 contacts. Or up to 1,000. I don't remember the exact number, but either way, Aweber is a bit more expensive, starting off on the ground level and then stair stepping its way up. And GetResponse, I think, is $15 a month for the same plan, essentially, that GetResponse is basically $15 a month for the same plan and the same features, more or less, that Aweber has. So, if you're looking for it from a price perspective, then GetResponse is probably going to be your best bet. But if you're looking at it from just an overall features perspective, you might want to dive deeper than that. So Aweber is a bit more expensive, but only by about $5, at least from the basic level. So if that doesn't really matter to you, then it doesn't really matter to you, but it's still worth pointing out. Aweber has phone support and live chat last time I checked, and who knows, in the future maybe they'll add more to it, but that's currently what they have. And so for those of you who want to get on the phone with an actual phone representative and talk to somebody that way, then Aweber might be up your alley, and it might be worth the extra few bucks a month. Whereas GetResponse, from my understanding, does not have phone support at all. Maybe they'll add that in, but I think they just have chat feature, which can leave some to be desired. You can email people from the platform. You can email the representatives and get feedback that way. But either way, there's still a difference in the two platforms that a lot of people would want to know about. Now we're going to cover double opt-in. Now, double opt-in has been a point of controversy for quite a while among email marketers, and because some marketers want people to opt into the email list and then to go into the email account and then click I confirm my subscription. And a lot of marketers also just want people to sign up for the email list and then boom, they're instantly added to the email list without further confirmation. Aweber used to be hardcore, more hardcore, I should say, about people double opting in. And I think I even made a video a while back about single opt-in versus double opt-in, so I don't want to rehash that too much. I don't remember exactly what I said in that video, but I may rehash it a little bit in this video. Either way, I'll link that somewhere on the screen, or I'll link that in this video description. I think Aweber still has some form of a double opt-in. They used to have it where I think pretty much everybody had to have double opt-in turned on automatically. I think now they disabled double opt-in for certain features, but still, if you're not sure either way, I would contact support and find out either way if your double opt-in is turned on for this or for that, or through the API, or through JVZoo, or through whatever platform you're using it through. You can make people double opt-in if you want, or you don't have to. But I think you have to manually turn double opt-in on now, to make people double opt-in these days, and in some cases it's automatically turned off. So make sure that you know that before you just kind of go into building your list and guessing, because that's not going to do you any good, and it's not going to be beneficial to you in the long run. On the other hand, GetResponse doesn't really have that issue. It doesn't really make it, a world of a headache to make sure that your list is how you want it to be. You just still have to customize certain list options to make sure, that it flows well. That the entire subscriber entry process goes like you want it to, but it's not as much of a hassle to deal with as it is or has been with Aweber. Granted, either one of these companies could change their policies at any time, so again, look into it more, but GetResponse has been known to be more friendly toward these types of things. So, um, yeah, that's just something to keep in mind and consider. One thing I should mention right now about Aweber is that they do not automatically delete your unsubscribes. So over time, you're going to have people that are going to unsubscribe from your list because it's just what happens with everybody on the planet. And I guess in outer space too, hence my background. But I did the background there for a reason, and that's because when Aweber does not delete your unsubscribes, then they're kind of, this is from a game called Dead Space, they're kind of creating dead space in your account, so to speak, because when you have people who have unsubscribed that you think are unsubscribed from your account, your overall capacity within your account does not drop. So they'll still be unsubscribed from that one list, or they were showing up as unsubscribed, but they will also be counting against your overall subscriber count across all your lists combined, because Aweber doesn't delete them unless you go into the list manually. You can then unsubscribe them again or unsubscribe them from that one specific list, or you can delete them from your overall account. And I get why Aweber does that, because sometimes people will like you, but they won't want to be subscribed. They will not want to stay subscribed to all of your lists, so they'll unsubscribe from one particular list, leaving them still subscribed on the other list. But also that also means they're also counting towards your overall subscriber count. So there are a couple of reasons why you might want to export them instead of just completely deleting them, and that's because at some point you might want to use your unsubscribe list. You might want to export the CSV file and use it for retargeting if you do Facebook advertising, for example. That's more advanced than I'm going to get into in this video, but that's one thing that some people do. But yeah, that's just one thing that is within Aweber. That's one thing that is within Aweber that, by the way, the owl is because I'm diabetic and I have neuropathy pain. So, and it is kind of a pain to deal with this if you don't know that's happening, because you're technically paying for dead subscribers. You're paying for the dead space, hence the game in the background. So, you have to either find a way to deal with that effectively or just kind of have to deal with it the hard way. So that is one thing that I did not know at first. I've now learned later on, and it's also one reason why GetResponse is just kind of a bit more convenient to use in that way. So that's something that you should know about, and I want to mention that right here, right now. So a recap of what we covered so far is that if you're getting started, Aweber is more expensive than GetResponse is. Aweber has phone support, whereas GetResponse doesn't currently have phone support. Maybe they'll add that in the future. And then, Aweber has their double opt-in controversies that they've had in the past. I think they've gotten a little better at it over time, but still. And GetResponse doesn't really have that much of an issue with that. So, that's also something that is worth noting. You also don't have to worry about, deleting your unsubscribers from GetResponse that I know of, whereas that has been an issue with Aweber. And so now let us get into some more of the things. For example, GetResponse has, I don't want to say better automation, but I do want to say better automation from what I've experienced. They both have features like tagging, which I haven't delved too deep into, at least with tutorials. We'll probably make a different video about that, because that can be an entire video in its own. But I do like the way the the GetResponse's automation works, and that can be a bit difficult to wrap your mind around sometimes. I haven't looked into it that much with Aweber, but I do like the way the GetResponse has are structured. And automations are a bit different than follow-up sequences. Aweber has a follow-up sequence, and GetResponse also has a follow-up sequence. I don't know how long each one of them goes out for. If you don't know, a follow-up sequence is where you can write emails that drip feed out to any list for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, hundreds of days, like a full year. I don't know how long it goes, but when somebody signs up to your list, then they can start getting automatically sent emails, and that's what an email sequence is. So that's something else that you can have set up in your account to kind of automate things a little bit more. But there are different kinds of automations, and when you get a bit more advanced, then GetResponse is where I personally would go and look into their automations, because they can send out some emails multiple times to people who have unopened or not clicked or not taken certain actions. I like GetResponse's automations, even though they can get a bit expensive a bit quickly if you're a newbie, and So that's just something I wanted to kind of point out. Now, this next one is going to be something that took me a while to really wrap my mind around, and a lot of people stumble over this because they just don't understand it when they're first getting started with Aweber and GetResponse. But in Aweber, if you want to send out a single email blast, let's just say that there's a product going on sale this Friday, let's just say, and you want to send out a single email blast, or maybe you want to promote it over the weekend, let's just say, but you want to send out individualized emails during a textile promotion, and that being in comparison with just having emails put into an autoresponder and just have them drip fed out over time, but not on a specific date. So sending out a single email blast with an Aweber is called a broadcast, and that's kind of where I first learned the term. Was I just kind of always knew it as a broadcast. Then when I went over to GetResponse, that same one-time email blast is called a newsletter, and I had to do some research to kind of find out if they were the different things or if they were the same thing. And they're the same thing. They're just called different things in different programs. So in the end, I would say that all things considered, if phone support specifically is important to you, then I would consider going with Aweber, or I would possibly just sign up for a free trial of Aweber and GetResponse. I'll try to leave links for those in this video's description. You can take them both for, I think it's a 30-day free trial run, unless they change that. But you can take them both for a free trial run, and just kind of make up your own mind, see what you think. But one has phone support, one does not, unless they change that. So that might be important to you. Also, Aweber is a little bit more expensive than GetResponse, so if price is a huge factor, then consider that as well. But if $5 is not that big of a deal when you're first getting started, then don't worry about it, because you're going to end up paying more for that in the long run, the more serious you take this. But as long as you have a long-term mindset that you're going to be making more money long term, and that even if you're paying $50 a month or even $100 a month for whatever service that you use, that you're going to be making back far more than that once you get up to that point, then that's kind of the mindset that you need to go into email marketing and affiliate marketing with. So that's kind of like my current opinion between the two. Currently, I would recommend GetResponse just because I like the automation in it. But really, if you're not sure, I would try both of them on a 30-day free trial and see, kind of mess around with them, see which ones you like better, because they both have a different feel to them. So just keep that in mind as well. But send some test emails to yourself, and mess around with the things to find out which one you can operate better, which one just feels more right to you. Personally, if you're just getting started, maybe maybe try GetResponse, and then if you don't like it, try Aweber, or like I said, just take them both for a trial spin at the same time and see what floats your boat. So with that said, thank you for watching. Hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to subscribe and give this video a like. And I will have all the links that I talked about in this video's description. And also, if you are ready to take your affiliate marketing super seriously, then I will include the main link, I guess you could call it, in this video's description. And I would highly recommend that you go check that out if you're willing to advance your affiliate marketing and your email marketing and take things to the next level. So with that said, my name is Cliff. I'm about to wrap this video up because I really got to go to the bathroom now. And thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Cheers.